Welcome back. The federal government, through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, last year initiated plans to increase revenue accruable from the leather industry to 20 billion naira annually. To achieve this goal, states like Sokoto, which hold a large part of the nation's cattle, must be included in the plan. On our community report tonight, we visit the industry in Sokoto State and review the untapped potential in it.
Etisala, now you're talking.
In the far northwest of Nigeria, with an estimated population of 4.5 million, is Sokoto State. Although it records an annual average temperature of 28.3 degrees centigrade, termed very hot relative to other parts of the country, it still boasts of alluvial soil, which is the lifeline of growing crops, chief of which is rice. Cattle is another source of economic empowerment for the people of Sokoto State, with about 10 million herds of cattle. Products such as leather is commonplace in various parts of the state. The animal skin has kept many busy, irrespective of the age. Once the flesh, which is meat, has been extracted, processing begins. It starts with the young boy sprinkling industrial salt on both sides of the skin.
While we are putting salt on it, because it will take a long time to do this thing without not doing anything. After putting salt, we drop it aside.
This stage gives way to further processing, which is the total tanning done in another part of Sokoto City. More experienced hands handle this part. They scrape hair from the skin and treat it in different chemicals.
Our chemical mainly is local chemical, which you attach in the kanwa, gahuhu, water, and put it. It will take at least 1 day. After 1 day, we are shaving the skin. When we shave it, we put it into another water and put another chemical which we call bagarwa.
After about a week, the skin has been turned to leather and the finishing stage is next.
So you only use this one.
By now, the leather is dried, well preserved and colored if need be. Tailoring, designing is the last part of the process here, while a part of it is sent to other states and sometimes outside the country for further treatment and production of shoes, bags and other leather products. But more could be achieved from this industry, except that it's presently handled by individuals as just streams of income.
Because most of the cattle are based on families and houses, and there's not much you can do with them because that's their source of livelihood. But what you can do is to ensure that the process of skinning the leather, the skin, and converting it into leather becomes an institutionalized government process so that you can aggregate all the leather and send them in one unit.
Nigeria's leather industry is the second highest foreign earner, exporting over 600 million square feet of leather in 2009 and earning about $680 million for tanned skin. But that is a far cry from what is obtainable now. The Nigerian Institute of Animal Science has said that out of more than 30 tanneries in the country, only about 7 is functional, and it's primarily because of insufficient hides and skin. However, these hides and skin are abundant in other parts of the country and even exported outside the country. What is required then is a coordinating factor to optimize the potential in the leather industry of Nigeria. Ini Thompson for Channels Television News.
Etisala, now you're talking.
First Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to Business News Tonight. We begin with the report that the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, wants the federal government to address the mild but negative macroeconomic indices noticed in its assessment of the second quarter economic outlook. Now, during the presentation to journalists in Lagos, notable issues of the private sector were highlighted from the period under review. And a member of the Nigerian Ship Owners Association, Captain Dadala Binjo, has warned that the building of human capacity without building shipping capacity is a risk to the growth of the maritime sector. But a director with the Nigerian Maritime Agency, NIMASA, counters the statement. Both men spoke during a session on current issues in maritime investment, one of the workshops organized by the Lagos branch of the Nigerian Bar Association. Osun State Governor has launched a 4 billion naira micro credit agency in the state. Now, this will enable small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, which includes the trader, farmers, and artisans in Osun State, to have access to loans in order to economically produce and financially be independent. The loans will be accessed through cooperative societies at zero interest.
Commercial bank cannot give you 10,000 naira loan. Commercial bank cannot give you 20,000 naira loan. Commercial bank cannot give you 50,000 naira loan. The microcredit agency will give you whatever you need, no matter how small, that we use to establish your business.
Wednesday's trading at the equities market remained in the greens, with the all-share index crossing the 43,000 mark. Temple Ashaju is standing by for details of midweek trading.
It's time now to take a look at the performance of equities at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Welcome on board. The equities market continues its bullish trend today as the industrial stocks helped to bring the all-share index back to the 43,000 mark. And with added effort from some oil and gas listed shares, equities also returned northward by 0.41%. Now, with the market capitalization that ended at 14.21 trillion naira, the all-share index also recorded 43,039.42 points. Now, top gainers were 29 in numbers, while the decliners came in at 18. And Nigerian Police Microfinance Bank led the stocks that were on the price advantage list. Forte Oil and AG Leventus reaped 11 naira 90 kobo and 6 kobo respectively. However, Ikeja Hotel and UPL dropped in price, while Continental Reinsurance PLC reversed its gains of yesterday, perhaps due to forces of profits taken on the posted Q1 result. Transcorp had the prime trades of the day, while First Bank and Diamond Bank PLC trade behind. And at the close of transactions, the 5,153 deals that transpired had yielded over 2.2 billion naira out of the 209 million units of shares that were traded. And that's it now on the Stock Market Report. I am Temple Ashaju.
And that's it also on Business News tonight. It's back to Amarachi for the rest of the news at 10.
Still ahead of the news at 10, World Football Governing Body FIFA suspends Nigeria due to government interference in administration of the game. That's in sports news. Please stay with us.